Welcome to another Demarcation Media LEGO review. You know, I wasn't sure if I was going to make a video about this set, but I'm such a sucker for clone troopers, and this set has been causing such a stir in the LEGO Star Wars community that I figured, you know what, I'm probably going to buy one anyway, so I might as well make a video. And that'll give me an opportunity to rant a little bit about the stupid things LEGO is doing. So, you know what? Let's just jump right into it. So this is the 501st Clone Troopers Battle Pack. Actually, this is the 501st Clone Troopers Battle Pack version 2, technically, because LEGO did 501st Clone Troopers Battle Pack. It just retired this past year, but it came out it lasted for 2 years on the shelves. And it was a larger set. It was like a $30 set. It had 2 builds. And it had some battle droids. I did a video on that. I'll do a little card or something in the corner. So this really could have used another name, because now it's going to get confusing searching it up. This could have been called the 501st Clone Specialists Pack or something, because that's what this is. It's a way to build out the specialists of your clone army. So the box, at first glance, is very nice. It gives me a nice feeling of nostalgia for the old battle packs. It has that same feel to it, even though the design is a little bit more angular. We get to see all our clones. We get a nice clean, misty field landscape. I don't know what planet that's supposed to be. And then we get to see, figures there. Around the back, very simple, very clean, not a ton going on. I like the background a lot. But I hate this box. I hate it so, so much. For one reason, that clone trooper right there. LEGO, in their infinite wisdom, has decided to falsely advertise the antenna sticking where it should. And that is not how these clone helmets work at all. They stick a lot higher. And everywhere on this box, he has it CG'd into the wrong spot to make it look like they made a good design. And they did not. This just really makes me mad. That's just, no, LEGO, absolutely not. I don't know why you thought this was okay, but that is terrible. This is one of the dumbest things I have ever seen LEGO do. Anyway, though, that is enough ranting for the moment. Let's go ahead and crack this open. This box, to be honest, feels like it's coming apart at the seams, which it's just a box to me, so I don't really care. However, it does make me think, it would be easy for people to potentially just rip the back of the box off and steal stuff. But that's a minor thing. I'm not really going to focus on that because, again, it is just a box. And I did actually buy 2 of these just to build out the ranks of the clone army a bit. So we get a large bag full of figure pieces, a small bag full of small pieces, and then a bag of blue helmet attachments, and very, very small little instructions with the same cruddy rendering that everybody hates and LEGO seems to be addicted to. And what the heck is that? Well, that's kind of terrifying. Aside from that terrifying little ad... Oh, wait, no, we do. We get a couple little ads in there. Okay, so let me go ahead and build this, and we'll take a closer look. Something I almost forgot to mention about the box is we get to see this little 20th anniversary of the Clone Wars. Whoa, I'm throwing the box. 20th anniversary logo. I thought it was somewhere else. No, apparently I was wrong. It was just here. So that gives me some hope that maybe we'll see some more Clone Wars sets. I don't know. Also, for some reason, they're advertising StarWarsKids.com instead of the LEGO website, which is a little weird to me. Oh, well, there's the LEGO app. It's a little weird to me, though, that they're advertising Star Wars Kids. But yeah, that's something I forgot to mention. It's kind of a big deal for some people. For me, it's just maybe it means more clone sets. I don't know. And there we go. We are all finished. Very quick little build. Not tedious or anything. Pretty fun overall. We get a bunch of extras. We get an extra pair of the new macro binoculars, which we'll talk about more in a second. But this excited a lot of people. It is a very nice extra to get. We have the 2 extra sun visor thingamajigs that really need updating. And then we get 3 extra blue antennas. as well as an extra shot for the cannon, extra black binoculars, which is nice because these used to be rare. Extra one of these little peg things, some extra random pieces, and an extra printed backpack tile, which is very nice. This is a great piece. So let's go ahead, jump in, and start looking at our clone troopers. So here is the first of our figures. This is what the box calls the 501st Officer, which is basically a clone captain or clone commander, probably a clone captain. And this is the guy. This is the guy. You see the difference there? You see how much they're not in the same spot at all? You can even see the hole there, and then it's attached down here. There's physically no way to attach the antenna down there. That's just straight up Lego knew that people were going to be mad, so they tried to stave it off by faking the box. And they have apparently gotten enough complaints that they, in the Lego catalog, when they show the set, they don't even show the specialist being included in the set. They just show the other guys. So I don't really know. And then on top of that, they also insulted everybody who loves clone commanders and clone captains by giving this dude a printed comma, which is just absolutely unacceptable to me. Look at this. This is the original Captain Rex. Look at his comma. Look at how cool that looks. He's got the pauldron and the comma going on. This guy has print, which means that when we get the updated Captain Rex, and we know he's coming, he's gonna kind of look like that, and he's gonna have a printed comma, which sucks. That really, really sucks. The torso print is nice. I think that's pretty cool looking. It's basically normal 501st, but with a blue belt. I do like the fact that the legs at least look different, but the printed comma is just stupid. And the back looks pretty cool too. I do like that we can now put antennas on. I don't even mind too much that it sits too high. It does look kind of awkward, but it's not the worst. I just hate the false advertising. And I know a lot of people really don't like this new square looking clone helmet. Here's one of the other 501sts. You can see it's a lot chunkier. Honestly, it's growing on me. I don't mind it too much. Yeah, it's not really correct, but it doesn't look awful. I was worried that these guys would look really stupid, like, together, but no, I think those guys look great, and you can see the differences a little better now. And then underneath, he's got the new standard clone head, which looks fantastic, and then he comes armed with 2 blaster pistols, which is great. That also gives me a lot of nostalgia, because when I was younger, that's how I would make a clone commander or a clone captain. I would give him the pauldron and the comma and give him 2 pistols. If he had 2 pistols, then clearly he was like a special clone of some sort, even if he didn't have the rest of it. So yeah, weird mixed bag of a figure. I really wish Lego had done something other than the printed comma. That just looks so dumb. So this guy is what they call a 501st specialist on the box, but he pretty clearly looks like a sniper to me. But I don't think they could do sniper on the box because that's too violent for Lego. But yeah, this guy is basically a 501st sniper. He looks almost identical to the 501st troopers with like a couple differences. First of all, he has the blue arms again. The original Lego 501st troopers back, was that 2012? No, that wasn't 2012. Whenever the Yoda Chronicles was out, the first ones came with blue arms. And then, of course, Lego updated them to the white arms, which I think is better. So this guy has more blue. That makes him stand out a little bit more. And then he has this little yellow marking. I don't really know what the marking means, but it's there. Kind of helps denote him from the normal 501st troopers. Print around the back is pretty much identical. And then the helmet is identical, except it has the holes and the macro binoculars can fit on, which the binoculars are a really nice piece. They're a bit more white than the actual helmet, so they stand out a little bit in a weird way. But they're pretty cool. They fit well. The only thing that they needed was some black across the front to actually look like he has somewhere to look through. Maybe I'll do a dusted off video painting on the black. If you guys want to see that, let me know. He comes armed with a rifle with an extension. Now this guy, actually all of these guys, are from Star Wars Battlefront. So I don't really know exactly what all the weapons they're supposed to have, but it makes more sense to me to give him a rifle like this. Yeah, it's shorter, but that's what LEGO uses for like Crosshair's Fire Puncher rifle. I think that's what it's called. So if he's like a sniper, it makes more sense to do this to me. That might just be me though. But overall, I think this guy is pretty darn good. I can't really find any major complaints about him other than he could have used that print on the macro binoculars. And of course, he just has the normal clone face underneath. The last two figures are two 501st Heavy Troopers. They have a new torso print with the heavy strap with the extra ammo. Looks pretty cool. They have different helmets. The helmets are basically like Cody's helmet, but blue. And then they have the blue visors, or the sun visors. They unfortunately have the same old 501st legs. They really needed some other legs. I think they have more blue in Battlefront on their legs, so they could have really used that. They come with the backpacks, which is pretty cool. And then underneath of the backpack, just pop the head off. You can see more of the straps, so you don't need the backpack, but it is really a nice touch. Mine, so that guy's helmet is printed decently well. This one, the detail is kind of just gone from up here, and I don't know, Lego's printing has gotten more and more hit or miss lately. I don't really know. Let me see, where's my focus? There we go. Yeah, that's a little weird. I might have to contact customer service about that. I feel like I'm contacting customer service to Lego as much as or more than Mega now. And then, what the heck are these guns? What are these supposed to be? As far as I know, these guys don't ever use anything like this in Battlefront. They use rotary cannons or like the big blasters like this. As far as I know. So like that looks nice to me. But Lego doesn't do the rotary cannons. So instead they were just like, haha, big gun, and then gave us these. They really overuse these a lot. But in this case, it doesn't make any sense. These are what they use for the Shore Trooper rifles, the E11s. E11? I think that's what those are. And they did not have those in the Clone Wars, so I have no clue why they chose this. That's just kind of stupid to me. I don't know. I mean, the black binoculars are nice to get, but I would have preferred something that was actually kind of useful. I just also wanted to toss in the Jet Trooper with these guys, just so we could have bunch of the variants together. Again, this guy could have had blueprint down there and they could have reused it for the heavies. And then I also wanted to drop in one of the 212th troopers. Let me bring in one of these guys. Looks pretty nice. Hopefully we get a 212th specialist pack at some point. And then also for comparison, here is the clone gunner from the ATTE, what with an added visor. Kind of looks also like a heavy trooper. Pretty cool. And here is Rex again, so we can see him with the variants of the 501st. Obviously, Rex has a bit of outdated design in general, but because Rex's armor is so different, I think he fits in just fine. Here is the build. It is basically a little baby version of those giant anti-aircraft turret things that they used in the Clone Wars. Lego did a more full-size one in the past, but this is a baby version. And honestly, it looks pretty good. As far as battle pack builds go, it's not bad. I can get behind this one, I think. You know, you can just stick your clone on here. There's no controls really, but I don't know. Maybe they could have done something. Just a little something sticking off of here. Just a little lever there, honestly, would have been fine. But it has some good pieces. There's nothing that makes me go, I don't want extra of those pieces. Yeah, it's just kind of useful. You can position the legs a little bit, move it around. Although this is kind of the ideal angle to get it to rest flat on the ground. This guy just kind of slides on, so you can just, if you wanted to, just shoot him off. But he fits on there. It's well rounded. We have a spring shooter. It's very powerful, shoots nicely. Makes me think of when Lego first introduced it, and it was really cool. Then you can kind of angle the turret straight and then up. That's the full range of movement. And yeah, I don't know. Not overly complicated, but it's a nice build. And again, it makes me think of the old battle packs, which is good because Lego has done so much stupid in this set that every time they remind me of the old battle packs, it's just enough to keep me from just absolutely losing it over how stupid they're being. But yeah, it's a nice build. I think it's not a bad one to amass, and you could easily take it apart and repurpose its pieces because they're all fairly useful parts. Well, there you have it. That is the second Lego 501st Clone Troopers Battle Pack. So this is a $20 set, which looking at it, looking at this box size, this feels like a $15 box size at most. 20 feels steep. It feels kind of bad to be paying 40 for two of these. It is 8 figures, but it is only 120 pieces. So that kind of hurts a bit. And this isn't such a shining success to me as the first 501st Troopers pack. The first one was great. It was absolutely, I don't know, it was a great example of what Lego could do when they listened to the fans. This feels almost like they want to coast on that, and it's just enough to keep everybody interested, but at the same time, there's so many cut corners, like reusing the same legs over and over, printed commas. I know people are saying, it helps them sit down, but I've had no problems sitting Rex down. Like, look at that. It barely sticks past his little square rear end. He can sit down perfectly fine. I can seat him in an ATTE like this. So I feel like that's a weak excuse. It feels like Lego's being lazy. The box art is very misleading. The troopers, the heavy troopers, have weird guns. But they know exactly how to cut the right corners so that people will keep buying it. And obviously, it's enough to work on me because I bought 2 of them because it's Clone Troopers. They know that we'll buy Clone Troopers pretty much regardless of what they do, which sucks. And yeah, so this set is extremely mixed for me. I'm always happy to get more clones, but I'm not happy to just keep buying Legos, like cutting corners. I'm not happy about that. I'm also not happy that their printing seems to be declining. Like I said, the detail on the blue bits on that guy's helmet is like gone. I don't really know what to think about that. Yeah, it's Clone Troopers, so on that aspect, they have won with this set in terms of quality, and it doesn't feel like they cared with this set. This feels like they just wanted money and not like they cared about the fans. The old battle packs felt like the designers had fun, and this feels like they were constrained by cost-cutting, budgeting stuff. So I recommend you pick up one if you like Clone Troopers. If you really don't like Clone Troopers, then obviously this is going to be an easy pass for you. If you want more 501st Troopers, some special guys to fill out your ranks, I would say go for it. Just be aware, Lego has done some very lazy things here, and they're very unapologetic. So keep that in mind. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time.